Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a weekly budget review in my Hemlock and Oak 2023 daily. This planner again is absolutely super gorgeous. I love it. It's like I don't know, like I can't say enough good things about this. It's just the quality of it is amazing, and I still can't believe that they made it from I believe it's like all recycled parts in that. Even the ribbons are recycled plastic bottles in that, and I mean, just look how cute it is. So I mean, breaking out this puppy to do my budgeting has really helped because, I mean, it's gorgeous. And I want to do better with my budget just because of the planner. So apparently that's all I needed to do is I just needed to change planners. So, we're just gonna go like step by step here. If you have not seen how I set this up, or maybe at the end of this video you want to see how I put this thing together, check out the video for that. I'm gonna put like a video card at the top of the screen so that gents have easy access to that. But other than that, let's dig in and see what happened in my budget this week. And I know it seems like really weird to be doing like a video every week, but I'm pretty much using these videos as like accountability, because I think like I'm more likely to mess up on my own, where if I know I have to come on here every week and tell you what I did, it kind of makes me more likely to do it. So what I did here with this 2 year at a glance type page thing they got going on is I wrote down all of the accounts that I have to pay, which fortunately for me, they did fit into 2023 and 2024. And I wrote down the names of the accounts and put them under the months that I'm projected to have them paid off if I follow my Stebit payoff calendar. Overview, payments overview. I'm not quite sure. I just know it looks like a mountain, and hopefully that mountain will like go away. So I want to be a snowball at the top, and I just want to like slowly bounce my way down this until it's nothing. So yeah, that's what I'm picturing here. And this was generated off of the Stebit not Stebit account, Stebit app, application, phone app, Stebit website, whichever medium you prefer to go with. But this is pretty much what I've been using. Let's see here. Let's bring them on up here. Okay, so this is the Stebit app website, and you basically just punch in all of your accounts and it starts keeping track of how much you've got paid on them. And as we can see, my focus card of the month, I only have 44 left to go on it, so I'm 76% paid. Woo! And yeah, so I should be able to make that payment probably today. I mean, it's not due until next week, but I'm probably gonna do that like as soon as I'm done with this video and just get it done with. And then hey, you know, we got the first account paid and we're ready for February. Um so yeah, like I highly recommend this app. It is free to use, and it is nice to see the visuals as long as you're as well as sorry guys, I get nervous whenever I do videos where I have to like actually talk in them when I'm filming them. I'm used to doing voiceovers, but we're gonna get better. We're gonna get better with this because there's 52 of these. But yeah, no, I highly recommend this app. It is wonderful because not only does it give you those visuals, but it clarifies your debt, which as you can see, I have a lot of debt. I do. And it gives you a strategy. Um, so yeah, I mean, this thing is pretty cool. It gives you a nice payoff projection, and this again is my favorite part of the debt payoff planner app. And if you go online, it's Stebit. But I will provide links to these down below. And okay, so let's see here. We don't need this no more. let's get back to this. And yeah, so of course I wrote the projected dates, months on like the accounts here, but I'm a color coded person, so I figured, okay, so account one is Walmart, and I'm just gonna highlight the days where I'm focusing on that account, and then like whenever this one's paid off, that will be it for the blue mild liner, and we'll make a different color for Kohl's. And I just want to see like what the difference time length is for it to take me to pay these things off. Sorry guys, again, like I get tongue twisted when I do videos like this, but this is really helping me in my budgeting, and hopefully it will help one of yous as well. And okay, so this is like the actual year at a glance. I highlighted all of my paydays in green, and I made sure that I would list like let's see here, the reds are going to be my focus accounts for the month. Blues are birthdays. This summer green here, that's taxes. Nobody likes taxes, but we do have to remember they're there. Purple is holidays. The orange is anything that's vehicle related, so vehicle inspections, driver license, plate renewals. Those always sneak up on me, so I made sure they were on here. And okay, what do I got? Insurance funds, those appear on these 2 months, so I've made those yellow. And I believe that's everybody. So that's how I'm using this page, and of course it's going to get filled in as the months in the year go by. So far, January has been unexciting. We just had New Year's Day, which I already took care of, and once I pay off Walmart, I get to check it off. So woo! Okay, so now we move on to Detris, which I explained in the last video. I'm just going to do this at the end of the month, just because it's a lot easier to calculate if I spend $104.99. An extremely odd number. I wish it was 100, that would be a lot easier, but I'm just gonna do this at the end of each month. And the way I'm gonna know what those totals are is from this lovely page, because it's a nice just monthly glance of all of the bills, when they're due, and if I paid them. And I even included my daily savings goal. Of course, Walmart is my focus account this month, so I split up what I owe into like mini manageable payments, and I just do those every Sunday. I have a no credit card tracker because I'm trying my best to not use those things, which so far I've been really good. I'm actually really impressed that I've made it. At the end of today would be 15 days. Notice he's not colored in because the day ain't over. But I figure if I made it this long, I can definitely do this. Okay, so what is it? I had a paying for 2 payments left on the activated U one, so I went ahead and just paid that off. I paid it off early, so I just figured I was getting it out of the way. It was like 25 bucks, $24, so yeah, it's gone. And I even started tracking if I canceled any subscriptions. So for some reason I had the Cricket access again. I don't remember having that, but it appeared and I was like, yeah, no, you're getting canceled because I don't need you. So that saves me 10 a month, so that's 120 for the year. And then I got the Disney, and again, like, I got it in October to watch Hocus Pocus and completely forgot that I had it. And why it took me November, December to January to know that the thing was still on there, I don't know. It shouldn't have taken that long. But either way, that again is going to save me roughly about like 120, 130 a year. So yeah, Disney Plus gone. But yeah, no, so basically, like, I just take all of my bills, those are in blue, those are the must. Um, and then, like, the extra payments, since they're not technically must pays, they're where I'm choosing to pay it, I highlighted them in gray. And again, my daily savings, I have them on there. And I mean, we're making really good progress here throughout the month, and we only got 2 more weeks. So that's pretty exciting. Like we're doing good. And yeah, as you can see, it started off a little scary, but I was getting used to it. And I believe, let's see here, I did this on Sunday, so we should have left off on this day. That's the day that I canceled Disney. And okay, so I would have had 100 paid off to Walmart by then. And let's see what I've done. So I did purchase Bordeaux brushes on the Monday after. It was my first purchase of the month that was not necessary. I didn't actually need the Bordeaux brushes. I wanted them, but I went ahead and used my stash funds, so it didn't really take anything out of my budget, which is nice because this is how I really want this to happen. I want enough funds and savings for when I do actually want something. I can cover the cost of it, so it's not taking in or taking out anything from my bill pays. Um, let's see here. Uh, well, these I believe should be highlighted because isn't that how I was? That is how I was setting this up. But then do I have? Let's see here. No, because Etsy shopping, I shopped and spent. So anything that is good for my budget is highlighted. Okay, alright guys, I'm still following the rules. I'm still learning the rules myself. Okay, so yeah, I did like my normal spending, which I am right. This is the danger time of the day. This is when I'm really going to be spending. I also noticed that for some reason my T-Mobile was set on the auto pay, and it says it's going to use the balance before it charges you, but for some reason mine kept charging me with $100 balance. So that was kind of nice because I shut that off. So I saved $55 this month because I didn't pay the phone bill because it was already paid. I'm probably going to end up putting that on to the next account since, I mean, Walmart's only $44 left. So that's probably going to go on to the Kohl's, and we're going to get that thing paid off super fast. And again, like I marked down my bills again. Friendly daily reminder of not to use the cards and to fill out the log. Okay, so I'm finally getting into the groove of this, so we're starting to get a little bit more playful handwriting. Hopefully by the end of the year, this thing's not going to be as blah, but I mean, I do try to keep it as functional as possible. Okay, so this was a very frustrating day. First, I went to bed without filling out like Tuesday's log. Like I wrote it down, but I wrote it down on Wednesday. I don't know how this happened, but then again, I was tired. So, I mean, we started the day like that. And then I found out that, let's see here, which one is it? Subway. Okay, so I paid for me and my dad's dinner, and I swear I went on there and changed it to my bank card. I swear I did. I had to enter in the numbers. I had to enter in the, CVC, whatever that is. And for some reason, they still charged my credit card. And I was peeved, like really peeved when I came home and saw this. And then that's, it was just downhill. Wednesday was a tough day. But I made sure that I quickly sent that to that card just to get it out of my account. And so, I mean, I really didn't use the card. The card was charged, but I didn't intend to use it. So I don't count that as me using the card. I cleared up the balance immediately. And yeah, so I'm really thinking about going through and deleting like all of my credit cards from my account so that that doesn't happen. But okay, and again, like I said, like I was stressed out, so I do have a tendency to overspend when I'm upset. So I tried my best to focus on the good and what's going right, and it was just your basic spends. I go to Starbucks every day, but I use gift cards and points, so it's always a zero. And I have a lot of points, guys. And um, of course, like we go out to eat, but I have that set in my budget for that. So I mean, like as you can see, like I used points and stuff, so it was zero. And of course sheets, and then of course I'm logging it at the end of the night. And okay, so we had our first payday of the year, so I put that in, and I actually did get a lovely surprise because it was, for some reason, $50 more. So that's kind of cool. Kind of hope it continues that, because that'd be 100 extra a month, which means I could get those cards paid off faster. And okay, so like really nothing happening there. Okay, so yesterday was really a day for some reason, like my online shopping really kicked in yesterday. I'm not quite sure what provoked that, because I have been getting better at it, just for the sheer fear of knowing that if I do look at something online to buy, I have to mark it in here. So that really does like cut down on me browsing. But the one reason why I was looking on Amazon is because I want to keep a cash envelope as like a visual for you guys, so that you could see how quickly $5 a day adds up. I really don't need the visual, just because like I know this is my third year doing this, so I know it adds up quickly. That's enough motivation for me. But I figured I need a way to visualize that for you. So I was looking at like fake cash that they sell on Amazon, and I mean it's really cool looking. And it's only $15, but I'm not gonna spend $15 on fake cash. So I do get Amazon rewards from the Amazon shopper panel at the end of every month, and I already have a $5 gift card laying around, so I figured, you know what, I'll get the 12 from them. I already have a 5. It's only 15, so that's going to cover it, and then my fake cash is going to be $0. So I'm waiting, and we will just take money out of the ATM for now to show yins. But I mean, I'm just telling you, once I get this, it will be the fake cash in the envelope, because I want my money in my savings account so I can collect the interest. It's just one of those things that motivate me. Okay, so again, I did the log and I reviewed, and I am running low on Vita Authority. I really want this. To me, I do need this. It does help with my joints and that. But this is also one of those things that I would have did a paying for, and I still have a container, and I have a container of Skinny Fit still. So that is definitely enough to get me through February. And I feel like I would have no issue saving this up in time to purchase it before I run out. So there's no need to create a pay in four. And I'm just going to put money off to the side like I would do in the pay in four, and we're going to pay with cash. So that was a discussion I had to have with myself yesterday. And as you can see, sometimes I use these as like a little checklist, and then sometimes I write a message to myself. So that's how I'm using this top part now. It's kind of evolving. And okay, so that gets us to today. And today was the first day where I trusted myself to go to the store with my dad, who is a spender. he he has to go to every store in God's creation. He has to look at everything. And I do know a lot of my overspending does come from these trips. So today was the first day where I was like, okay, I could go with him. Normally I go with my son, who power drives through the store and like speed walks at a rate that you can't believe. So I don't have time to spend. But I mean, I did it. So I made a list of the things that I need, not what I want. I told him I was only able to go to the stores that we were going to. We are not driving across the nation. I only picked up the items that I needed. He kept trying to get me to look at stuff, which I did. I did look at it, but I kept telling him, like, I need milk. So let's go to the milk aisle. I did check the items for coupons and discounts because I go to Giant Eagle, so I used the Giant Eagle app. So I think I got like $3 or $4 off my order. Plus, I'm gaining cash points, so that's cool. And I did pay with my bank card. And so these are already on both of the Stebit and the Every Dollar, which I've already showed you the Stebit app. And my voice is starting to go. So if you're unfamiliar with the Every Dollar app, basically you create a monthly budget, you put a projection in of like what you think your income and everything's going to be, and then you punch in all of your bills. And the thing that I like about this is that it does keep track for me, what I did plan, and then it also keeps track of what I've spent. So I have definitely overspent on the cable TV type thing. I seriously thought that I only spent 20. That would be my Hulu and Netflix. And Hulu and Netflix hasn't even come out. So that's going to be like 50 at the end of the month. So I really do need to think about that. Like, is what I have worth $50? No. So there's going to definitely be an adjustment in February. And I believe if I click on it, yes. Okay, so anytime that you do punch something in here, it will keep track of it. So that was my Wonderium. It does go for like every 3 months. It's just if I would have known that was on there, I would have canceled it. So I need to cancel that before March. Okay, let's see one that I know would have multiples. Okay, so restaurants, because I do eat out while I'm at work. So I had planned 100 for the month, and as you can see, we're on the 15th. So I mean, I'm at 48 out of 100, so we are 50% at the 50% mark, which is great. Would be nice if I could spend less, but I figured this is what it's going to be. And I do punch in where we went and how much we spent. And it is a nice quick way of seeing which restaurants do cost more. So I do limit myself from these, I call heavy hitters. So, when I'm feeling like I want to spend less, we do end up going to McDonald's because it's really easy for me to spend $5 or less there. So that's a nice quick way of checking that out. And the other thing is the remaining part is it does tell you how much you have remaining. So like crafts, I had it set to 0. And I bought my Bardot brushes. And I'm not quite sure. But oh, that was Etsy. That was Etsy. Yeah, Etsy shopping. Clipboard. Okay, let's see if I can edit this here. Just to show you how easy it is. So I have Etsy clip art done, and now I know for sure what I did spend on. But that's another category that I did overspend. But yeah, so like these apps are really, really helping, but I wouldn't be able to just use those apps. Like I really do need this book, and I am digging this setup. It's really, really nice, and like I am able to go a little bit ahead in my bills, but I did end up leaving these ones blank just because I did want to do that mid-month review just to make sure that this was going to work out. But yeah, later on tonight I'm going to be filling this back out, and guys, we are so close to February. And yeah, so things are going really good with this system is working out better than what I expected. And let's see here, this is my month, and it's just this Hemlock and Oak Planner is just super gorgeous, guys. I do love it. And there's one more thing. Okay, so I do have a $5 a day savings goal. And like I said, I wanted to visualize this for you. To me, just seeing it on here, if I just look at it on here, that's enough for me because I just really want to know when I'm putting that money in. When I first started this, I used to actually take the $5 and transfer it into my savings account every morning, but that's because I was training myself to do a log and to save. So, I think it took a good 2 months for that to become automatic. And then, of course, like my spending adjusted to me saving. So now I just calculate how many paydays I have and I divide it. So if it's $5 a day, for 30 days it's going to be 150. Of course, January has 31 days, so it's 155. So if it was 150, it would be two payments of 75. But because of this extra day here, we need an 80. So I made a little cash envelope, which is something I don't do. My budgeting goes crazy if I use these, but I need something so that like you can actually see how quickly this adds up because like I said, it's only $5 a day, but it turns into $1,825 at the end of the year. Which is ridiculous. Like I still can't believe that I save that every year now because you're looking at somebody who seriously couldn't even save $50 a month. So I don't know what it is. Like I instead of saying $50 a month, I said $5 a day, and for some reason my stupid brain said we could do that, even though it's like twice as much. So I don't know. This is what I'm doing, but as you can see, like I already got the first part of it done. But I mean, I think that's pretty cute. But yeah, like we're halfway through the month, and as you can see, I got the 75. I know a lot of it's in ones, but I had to find the cash that I had on hand because I normally don't have cash. So hopefully, with the fake cash from Amazon in February, this will look cleaner. But yeah, guys, 15 days in, and this is what I'm looking at in my savings envelope, which hopefully this guy will be in his savings account by then, because like I said, I like getting my 3% interest. I do. What are the two that I enjoy savings in? I like my savings account and the PayPal savings because they're 3.75%. And Ally is pretty close to them. I believe they're a 3.5% right now. So that's my big one. And yeah, so I mean, I went from somebody who couldn't save anything, and now I'm just like addicted to saving money, which kind of, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but when you have this much debt, it's kind of difficult because I want to save, but I need to pay. But the one thing I did learn is you always have savings, even when you are paying off debt. I know I hear a lot of people say it where you can't save money if you're paying off debt, and I'm just gonna call bullshit. Normally don't swear on my channel, but that is how much I feel about this because there are so many times of where I know if I wouldn't have had my savings account, and this is something that I did for like years before, which is how I ended up in this problem anyways, is I didn't save any of the money because I, believed the thing of where you can't save if you're paying off debt. So if I got a large chunk of change, like let's say my insurance fund, I get about 1,500 from that. So I would be like, oh man, like, oh, let's pick one. Oh, might as well. Okay, let's pick Cat P here. So let's say I owed 1,000 on this card. I got 1,500 from my insurance bonus. So I would quickly pay this off, which would leave me with 500. Of course, knowing that I paid this off, I would be like, oh, now I gotta buy myself something. So I would spend the 500. Yeah, 2 weeks later, like the car would break down. I would need tires. I was running short on grocery money. And of course, what did I do? I brought out this card and I charged it. So it's a death spiral. So that is why I say always, always, always save, even if you're paying down debt. Put as much as you can on your debts, but always keep money to yourself because you always want to pay yourself first, just in case if, hey, you do need those groceries, or hey, you do need those tires. You blew a tire. I think that's what it was. I think the blowing the tire right there, that's coming to my mind. And it's really upsetting knowing that you took that money, you paid off that card thinking that you're making progress, and you end up taking steps backwards because you have no money for yourself. So if you're in a situation like this and you keep saying, why are you saving money? That is why. Because this is my third year in, and let's just quickly calculate this because I'm not the best at math here. But since this is year 3, we're just going to count the last 2 years. And that is $3,650 that I have tucked away in my savings account for when shit hits the fan. Guess I'm not comfortable swearing on here, but so yeah, that's my emergency fund. And I mean, I could use it. I could have easily gotten this paid off. I could have definitely paid that off. That could have went away. I think it would have took me up to probably Best Buy or City. So like all of these would have went away. But I still have all this. So I'm doing the slow and steady. But I think I'm gonna leave it at that, guys. I feel like that was like a really important part to get at. But I mean, this is really cute, so I did want to share this, and I'm really looking forward to doing the visual of the money because, like I said, I never take the cash out, so it's just gonna be kind of cool to see what that looks like. And yeah, so that is this week's review. Again, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more Plan With Me's and budget reviews.